Good morning. My name is Destiny.
Good morning, I'm Sandra.
Nice to meet you, Sandra. I am an intake worker here at Safe Place. As an intake worker, I am the first point of contact for anyone who wants support from our organization. So I will start off by doing an assessment with you in order to gather information and discuss your current situation. We can see what is the best way that we can support you.
Okay, that sounds great.
Okay, well, before we start, I want to make you aware that whatever you tell me right now will remain confidential between us, and I won't share it with anyone without your permission. Unless, of course, there are concerns that you might be a danger to yourself or to others. Do you have any questions?
No, not right now. Thank you.
Okay. Well, do you want to start off by telling me what's happening?
So basically, I came here because I thought you guys could help me because I've been married to my husband for 4 years now, and we have two kids together. A few months after I met my husband, he would talk me down, hurt me. He didn't want me to hang out with my friends and always had something bad to say about everyone, including my parents. So he really tried breaking my relationship with people and definitely didn't want my kids to be around their grandparents anymore. Sadly, he was successful at isolating me away from my relationships with people that I love and care about. And now I'm apologizing to everyone. And fortunately, my parents will still support me even through everything that he has put us through.
That must be very difficult. I think any person in your shoes will struggle in this sort of situation where they're just constantly being put down and feeling unsafe. It is not okay, and it makes sense that you're feeling the way you are. I know if I was in this situation, it would be tough for me to get help, but you, on the other hand, are here doing just that. So I admire your strength and courage to take action.
Thank you so much for that. That has happened throughout our relationship, but just recently he started to get physical with me and hitting me. Sometimes the kids will notice my business and ask questions about them, but I will, of course, always make up a lie, but honestly can't do it anymore. And I don't want my two children to be in this kind of environment, growing up witnessing this. I don't want them to stay there to the point where he starts hitting my children too. I just want to get out of there for them and for my own safety as well.
Domestic violence can take many forms, including emotional, sexual, and physical abuse and threats of abuse. Abusive relationships always involve an imbalance of power and control. And the abuser uses intimidating, hurtful words and behaviors to control his or her partner. And a lot of women that come here for help experience similar things like you. But getting the courage to leave comes to everybody at a different time. It sounds like this is your time, that you are ready to do that, and that you are aware that we are here to provide hope.
Wow, that's really there. I didn't know that there was other women dealing with the same thing. I always felt alone, like I was the only one experiencing this.
It is totally natural to feel this way, and I can see how difficult it has been for you.
I just don't want to be there anymore, but I don't know where to start. I have actually thought about leaving him before. I just never took any steps to actually try to leave the marriage. He has stopped me from working. I can't access his bank accounts, so I have no money and I don't know where to go. I feel hopeless as I have grown dependent on him. My parents have said that they will allow me and the children to stay with them until I can get myself up from this position, but I don't want to be dependent on them too.
Okay, from what I gathered, it sounds like you have come to the decision that you actually want to leave this relationship because you don't feel it is safe for your family. You just don't know where to go or where to start. So I can explain the help we can provide.
Okay, that sounds great.
Alrighty, so let me give you a rundown on what we do and how we can help. Here at our organization, we provide counseling to anybody who has experienced domestic violence. It is something that you can really consider for yourself, and your children as well could be a part of it. You mentioned that your parents can support you, but you don't want to be dependent on them. Do you think that maybe it can benefit the children to be close to their grandparents during this tough transition?
Well, I never really thought about it in that way. I also believe I will be needing more support as well during this difficult transition, and my parents have opened their home, so maybe it is best that I take them up on their offer.
Great. Well, we have discussed a lot today. For you to be geared up, I believe it is best if you start with the process of dealing with the finances of you and your partner. Also, during your stay with your parents, if you find housing that you like, let me know so we can see what resources we can link you with to help you afford it. During this entire transition, I or my team will be calling you and doing check-ins. This is a requirement for our program.
Thank you for your help. If it wasn't for finding out about this organization, I think I would have probably stayed way longer with my husband for many more years.
Well, I want to say once again that it was really courageous of you to come here and be open to sharing your story with a complete stranger. I also want to comment that it is very common to feel unsafe when leading a relationship that involves domestic violence. Sometimes the violent partners react to the situation, and I want to make sure that you know that if you or your children are ever feeling unsafe, please make sure to call the organization so we can have the opportunity to help. Do you have any questions before we depart?
Um, Actually, yes. I was wondering a bit about more about how the check-ins work.
Well, you see, we have a lot of members, so as a team, we all have a list of members we need to check in on each week. You will not always have me call you because we rotate those lists, but someone from my team will reach out to you. And check-ins are just friendly conversations that you will have once a week for being part of this program. We can discuss various things from how was your weekend to what is your favorite movie. I know it can be tough talking about your situation to someone new, but the point of the check-ins is not to force our members to speak of their situation, but to make you aware that we are there whenever you do want to speak about it or need help in any way.
Great. Thank you for clarifying that with me. I was a bit worried about what the check-ins were, and now I'm not worried at all. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the help that you and the agency are offering me. I hope I will be able to finally end the situation.
Of course, I had mentioned earlier that we do offer individual and family counseling here at the organization. Is this something that you're interested in? I believe it can be a great addition towards working to help you successfully end the situation that you are in.
Yes, this will actually be great. Will someone be contacting me, or do I have to fill out paperwork and submit them?
We actually have a great health counselor here at Safe Place. I'll let her know that you are interested and she will contact you and provide you with the rest of the details. For just a quick summary, you will meet once a week, just like the check-ins. The purpose of counseling will be working with you to explore the problems and helping you develop the skills and mindset needed to transcend challenges in order to live a great life for yourself and for your family. You guys will continue to meet for as long as it takes for you to accomplish your goal. The counselor will use different approaches to help you guide you through these situations.
Wow, that does sound like something that can definitely help me. I am glad to have found a safe place and that I have the opportunity to be a part of counseling.
Great. Well, I will be communicating with the counselor that you are interested in pursuing your counseling services. She will then be contacting you within the next 2 weeks to discuss with you the rest of the details. Thank you once again, Sandra, for being open. It was nice meeting you, and I will talk to you soon, okay?
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you so much.